Muffin Top channel on Tuesday, everybody. How y'all doing? It's the Tuesday chat. Welcome over here, 7 Central. This is my normal time. We are streaming on the YouTubes and the Green Monster that rhymes with Bumble, starts with an R, you know. And yeah, man, we're going to have some people swing on in here. Justin B, first one in with the sub. Let's do the theme song real quick here.
Faith in the sunrise and sunset skies, family ties that never compromise. With tools in hand and steel that shines, we'll hold the fort through troubled times. Build your tribe and survive the night, with hearts of gold and spirits bright. And every time we'll plant the seed to grow alive with all we need. With trust and open hearts, and these strongholds we play our parts. Firearms for the peace we keep, while standing guard and feeling deep. Build your tribe and survive the night, with hearts of gold and spirits bright. And every time we'll plant the seed to grow alive with all we need. All trust and open hearts, in these strongholds we play our parts. Firearms for the peace we keep, while standing guard and feeling deep. Build your tribe and survive the night, with hearts of gold and spirits bright. And every time we'll plant the seed to grow alive with all we need. When the storm rolls in, we won't back down. In our community, faith is found. Holding hands, we'll pave the way for brighter times beyond today. Build your tribe and survive the night, with hearts of gold and...
I love Wheeler Walker Jr., by the way. He is hilarious. What's up, Lawfully Arm? Strolling in nice and late.
I'm not late. I've been
We're
trying to
late?
get in for 7 minutes.
No, I just seen it pop up. George Cortez,
Nah.
second in the house with the Hey TMT. I still love you. Arch White Mage, first like. Hey, man, I think this is the first time I've seen you. Thanks for swinging in over here. Slideshow Bob. Slideshow Bob, are you in my Discord?
Yeah, he's in your Discord.
Is he really? I might have to get him in
Yeah.
here. I had sent Hutch and Mac and Backwoods a deal, so maybe we'll get that crew in here. If not, we will pull through the Muffin Top homies list and get some more people in here to do some discussions. But we will let everybody kind of funnel on in here. One of them's having dinner, and that's understandable. So Muffin Top has fixed his snowblower. I had ran it pretty hard for about 3 days, and I had some water in the carburetor, and it froze. So that was my problem.
Yeah, you had me panicking, so I went ahead and added some ISO heat to my gas tank this evening.
Yeah, I did it too. It's just, it's cold, man. It's just freaking cold, and I used the crap out of it. Sergeant Sly Dog, what's up? Your first time I ever seen you. Yeah, I love Wheeler Walker Jr. I like me some of that. I like some country rap. I like Ryan Upchurch. I like some political rap. I like Tom McDonald. I used to like Adam Calhoun, but now he's doing rapping. If you guys know what's going on there, you know what's going on. I like some Demon Jones. He's pretty good. And then I just like 90s country. None of the crap that I like's on the radio anymore. So, yeah. We're waiting for the snow that's coming to North Carolina. Oh, man, you're going to get it. It is cold up here. We've had probably about 10 to 12 inches in the last couple days with the blowing, and it's like minus Well, let me see how cold it is real quick. Carry on lawfully. Let me Google it.
It's been sleeting off and on all day here.
Dang. It's minus 15 right now. It's real feel. It's wait a minute. It's minus 6. Feels like minus 25 right now, as of 7:48. That's yesterday. Is the internet retarded? I swear to God. Yeah, it was fucking cold yesterday. It is 0 degrees, minus 3 with wind chill. It feels. Come on, article. It's fucking cold. Okay, the internet's so stupid. Wind chills as low as minus 32 tonight. Oh man, it's gonna be cold. It is gonna be freaking cold today. Minus 32. We're supposed to have it. Slideshow Bob said we're supposed to get a huge snowstorm Thursday. It's gone now. Went to sea supposedly. All right, well, that's probably good, I guess. Yep, it's gonna be shitty. We got Wild Pat Riot in the house. Yeah, twin, it's hot over there compared to over here. My electric bill is gonna be nuts. We'll stay warm. We got the backup. I got the solar generator charged up, and the pretty much in the winter with that is I just run a king size heated blanket, and then I got my buddy heaters, and I got the fireplace. So between all that, it should stay nice and toasty. What's up, Pat? How you doing, buddy?
Amazing.
Amazing?
Yep. Now that I'm here, I'm amazing.
That just gave me an erection so hard you have no idea.
Where was your signature? Heyo.
Yeah.
Heyo.
That's got to be your first sticker.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan, Steve. Slideshow Bob, George Cortez, I just want to start my garden. Dude, same. Me and R have been bouncing around a lot of ideas, and I think I'm going to have like a separate area.
Underwater.
Hi, this is Muffin Top on YouTube. How is everybody?
You sounded good then.
Great. I'm just, yeah, so I want to sew in my spices along with my crops and things and do the companion thing to keep pests and bugs away. So, like, you know, your basil where your basil goes, your oregano where the oregano goes, the rosemary and all that where that goes. So I might be digging that stuff up and maybe just turning that into another, I don't know, something garden bed. Maybe okra. Maybe I'll plant okra there. That'd be all right. That spot grows okra pretty good. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do the cheating. I'm gonna do like a about waist high, maybe like belly button high. Just slice the bag and grow your lettuce and kale and spinach on it on like a small raised garden bed. I'm gonna try that. Might do like 4 to 6 of those, and then I think I'm gonna do a really big. Have you guys seen like people growing strawberries in like the gutters along the fence and stuff like that?
No.
Yeah, you can like in gutters, you can grow like all your spices like that. You can start grapes along like your whole fence line or like the side of a garage or something. Like you just
I've seen them do it with pallets.
Yeah. Well, I was just gonna screw the honestly, I mean gutter's pretty cheap. I was just gonna screw it all the way around my deck and just have like some strawberries there or something. Keep them away from the rabbits, you know. But then kind of got to put them like midway to keep the squirrels out of them too. I don't know. I want to grow a bunch of shit. Twin Arrow said growing strawberries in storage crates. So that's a good idea. I used to have a huge strawberry patch.
Well, they're gonna go down over the side, aren't they?
No, I think they kind of stay fairly like contained. Like the bush kind of figures out, hey, I only got so much soil. I don't know. I've never done it. I just wanted to try it. The boots just seal in the flavor, bro. That's true. Quote 7. Let's go spring. Need fresh veggies. Dude, for real. The hell was that?
Clothes are done.
Oh, nice. Definitely need to see the strawberry idea in action, right? Yeah, I don't know. I want to do a whole bunch of stuff. So, setting it up. We have shit places in garden, mines in containers is all we can do. Yeah, I understand that. Nice part about containers is I do some stuff in containers too. Is if you're gonna get hail come through, you can bring it all in the house or in the garage to keep it alive. You know. I get strawberries too cheap to mess around with them here. Yeah, I understand that, Justin B. I just like I eat the crap out of strawberries. I love them. We used to have a really, really big strawberry patch in like a little, I don't know, like a deal to walk under, like an arch, and some grapes grew up and around that. But I don't remember what happened to that. I think it all died, and like the rabbits just decimated it one year to the point where it just didn't come back. Yeah.
So what we got going on this evening?
Well, we're gonna do a BS chat and catch up with some news. I didn't have anything super cool planned out tonight. There's a lot of stuff going on in the news, so I think that could keep us entertained for a decent amount of time.
I hadn't got to hear the news.
Oh, really? Oh, I mean, the last couple days have been pretty solid. Please make sure you guys go sub to my buddies Lawfully Armed and Pat Riot. They're good dudes, and they're always kind enough to come in and co-host with me. We all have our strong suits, and working in a group strengthens everybody, so that's where it's at. Arch White Mage said he's an Aussie gardener. That's awesome, man. Thanks for tuning in this way. Somebody at work told me, because I've been smacking down since I got those Frank Red Hot and those dill pickle seeds at the Dollar Tree. I've been smacking spits down, bro. And they're like, man, you should need to grow your own sunflowers for your seeds. And I'm like, hey, you know what? That's an idea. So if anybody grows sunflowers for seeds, that is something outside Muffin Top's wheelhouse. We do have wild sunflowers here, but I don't think they're the kind that you can do like the edible seeds. They're just kind of like the weeds. So if anybody has done sunflowers to make your own seeds, let me know, because Muffin Top loves them. What up, C&T? Bro, you want an invite? I haven't had C&T on in a minute. He's a good dude. I'm going to send him an invite.
Hey, Coop.
He's up to date with the news, especially the gun news. Y'all see that they're trying to sue Glock?
Yeah, that's been ongoing for a while. There's several states trying to do it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They're trying to sue Glock for the Glock switches that Glock didn't make or put on the Glocks.
Yeah, to say that they're too easy to modify into full auto, right?
So here's my hypothesis. I think that's the reason for the cruciform and the end plate being different on the Gen 5 Glocks.
Oh,
really?
really?
I think that's why they changed that. Yeah, like it wasn't let's change it just because it's better. It's we changed it so that it's not retroactive with all the previous stuff.
Oh, shit. I guess I didn't. Well, of course, I haven't picked up a Gen 5 yet. I guess I hadn't really noticed any real change other than like the front bevel and.
There's a bunch of stuff when you enumerate it.
Really? Okay. I knew that the barrels were better, which is cool. Which is a big reason why I'm really excited about it. I got to get my hands on one. I like you guys have kind of wanted to make sure and wait until some people that can get a lot of rounds down them can make sure like the red dot and everything get squared away and they don't have like a second iteration of it, you know, where they like release a 2.0 or something. So I kind of want to go get one, but I kind of want to wait to make sure, you know, all the kinks are worked out.
You wait too long, there'll be a Gen 6.
I know. Well, no way. It takes forever to get a new gen, but you know what I mean. Yeah.
Not really. Gen 4 only lasted for about 5 or 6 years.
Man, that's the problem is I got a whole bunch of Gen 4 parts that I'm not just going to shit can, you know, like I probably won't get rid of the Gen 4s. I'll probably drop the dagger and just add to the true Glock name. But that's the problem.
I feel like you can't go wrong with the pistol. The only thing I would be worried about is the sight's pretty much new for aim point, isn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah.
But they say it's just their old sight without a shroud around it. The inner part is exactly the same. There's just no like on a EOTech, it's always got that aluminum shroud around the actual sight, which makes it look bigger. I said that's what the what the hell's that site called? The
Koa,
well,
No,
the one that the Co is based off of.
the Acro P2.
Yeah, the Acro P2. They say it's basically that, but there's no shroud on the outside to like ruggedize it or whatnot. But other than that, everything is supposed to be the same. I mean, that's what the Glock guy said. I watched somebody did a factory tour of it.
Yeah, Ian McCollum from Forgotten Weapons did.
Sideshow Bob said he's just going to get the Glock 19 MOS. Yeah, I understand that too. I kind of want that to be green dot just because I've become very partial to the green dot. It just shows up better for me in the snow. And then we got people with astigmatism and stuff that it would be better for them, like in the event they had to run it. What up, TJH 1994? New name for me, man. Thanks for swinging this way. Team Quack Attack. What's up, brother? Twin Arrow said,
"Is that your?"
What?
I was going to ask TJH 1994 if that's his initials and year of birth, or if that's a ham call sign.
He's Officer TJ Hooker. Nice. Twin says he's got 2 Gen 3s, a 10 milli, and a 9 mil. I have a Gen 5 Glock 45, 9 milli. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah. I picked up my first brand new pistol ever in my life. Yeah, that's the only brand new pistol I've ever bought in my life was that Glock 23 when I was working gun counter at a Cabela's. I was getting dicked around by work comp after I fucked up my back as an HVAC tech. And I needed something while the court was getting that figured out and if they were going to do surgery on me or not. And that didn't work out. I got fucked in that deal. But yeah, I did all my training on Glock and I picked up my 40 or my 23 for, hey, Coop's knocking on the door. What up, Coop? I picked it up for like, I think 300 muffins flat. It's pretty good. 40 was all the hotness then, and that's still, if I do any armed security gigs, that's what I'm registered with, so the 23 ain't going anywhere. I love that gun. That is probably the gun. I've shot that pistol more than I've shot any of my ARs ever.
What's going on?
How you doing, bro? Yeah. I trust my life to that gun. Hands down. That'd probably be the one I get buried with. I'd probably sell everything else before that one.
So what's been happening, guys?
A whole bunch of stuff in the news we're going to BS and talk about, and you're up to date on the firearms stuff and the laws and whatnot.
I try to be, man. There's so much stuff going on right now, man. It's freaking wild.
Dude, I'm telling you. How you been, though, man? It's been a minute, brother.
Yeah. I know today Colorado passed their pretty much assault weapons ban bill.
Did they pass
the
it?
Senate.
Oh, shit.
Yep. Yeah, it passed out of the Senate.
That was never a question. It was always going to get passed.
Man, that's some draconian laws, though, man.
Dude,
the Republicans were just grandstanding.
Well, there was talk that there were at least 4 Democrats that weren't going to vote for it. But that's why they made the concession. Well, if you get your hunter safety card, then you can still buy these guns. And they did a bunch of stupid shit like that. And then the other Democrats decided to go ahead and vote for it. It's ridiculous, man. It really is absolutely ridiculous.
Heck yeah, here. Archmage. Let me Archwhite Mage said, I'm not the self-sufficient me guy. The Aussie plants, he rocks raised containers. I'm just a suburban redneck and a building maintenance tech. Hey, man, if Muffin Top could get out of what he's doing now, I'm an HVAC engineer right now without an engineering degree because I'm not retarded on that side of the fence. But
yeah.
Yeah, man, that would be my dream gig is just to be a maintenance tech to like a nice facility around here. Just run around and fix some shit. And if I couldn't fix it, tell them to call a guy and be done with it. That'd be great.
Yeah, I'm of the opinion, man, anytime when someone gets a PhD or an engineering degree, they just absolutely have their brains knocked out of their head.
Well, I have told my wife, I said, well, if my son wants to go to college, we will pay for the entire technical school and he can go into a trade like I did and make good money. And you get plenty of side jobs that way. And we'll pay for it. I was like, I'm not paying for a 4-year degree because everybody I know with the 4-year degree ain't using it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or we'll split half and we'll pay half of an engineering degree because everybody I know with either tech school degree or an engineering degree has a really good job. And everybody with a 4-year degree has a shit job and a shitload of debt. So I'm not gonna support that, you know. And I'm going to go ahead and do what me and my wife had talked about it. We're like, man, I actually moved to where she was going to college because I finished graduating. She got a 4-year degree. And so I finished before her. So I just started working as an HVAC tech. And we blew, I shit you not, it was like $58,000 living in that apartment until she was done with school. I'm like, babe, we could have fucking almost paid off, we could have paid off our first house with that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit. We should have just bought a camper or like a trailer house and just rented it.
Dude, you would have been better off in the long run.
I know. I would have had assets. I would have had money saved up. Like, fuck. I know. We talk about it all the time. So we're like, dude, around here you usually have to go to school your first semester in the dorms, and then you can bail. I'm like, okay, well after that we'll buy him a fucking camper, you know.
Yeah.
So. Get him way ahead. Twin Arrow said the wife
just
carries
don't
a
think
Glock
like
19.
that though.
I know. Well, yeah, but now I do. George
yeah, well,
Cortez,
I mean, you live and learn. Yeah. You live and learn, man. Now you can tell other people, hey, you know, I'd have been a whole lot better off to do this.
Glock 22 Gen 3, also my
I made all 3 of my kids.
Yeah. Sorry, go for it. It's pinned.
I made all 3 of my kids read the Rich Dad Poor Dad book. It changes your whole aspect on what money is for. And there's actually like a teenager's version.
I've never heard of this book.
Yeah, I got to see about getting it for my kiddos.
Yeah, it's your mind on what money's for. Gets you in that mindset of assets.
Best comment of the night so far.
Somebody told me that when I was still in high school, and I'm like, yeah, boomer, get out of here, whatever. I wish I would have read that book 10 years earlier than I actually did.
Right. A lot of people in the security sector and the police sector are still in on the 40, man. So it's 23 and 22. I get it. Like our boy DJ the Metalhead Mercenary, man, he's working like high end security and he's rocking a Gen 523. So
40's a solid round, man. If you can handle a gun,
I cannot tell the difference honestly in 40 recoil versus 9mm recoil.
Dude, I've said it plenty of times on streams. The first handgun I ever bought for myself was a fucking High Point and 40 cal, and that was one of the best shooting guns I ever owned.
Hey man,
so
blaster.
I went straight
my first handgun was a Smith & Wesson SW40F in 40 cal with the atrociously heavy trigger pull. Stainless steel slide, greasy black looking grip, and I paid too much for it in a Walmart parking lot at 19 years old.
Yeah. I got a rosewood bow I picked up out of a customer's house when I was working on their geothermal unit for 50 muffins, and I looked it up. Rosewood was banned by then, and it was an old Bear recurve, and it was worth about 600 muffins. And I traded that and a bottle of whiskey to this guy for a Smith & Wesson 40 VDE. Was my first semi-auto pistol. I think. Shit. I think I was 19 or 20 on that too. I had gotten a
Clint,
38 special, but yeah.
Clint, if you're out there listening, it's okay. I've made plenty of money off of you since then.
That's good.
Mine was a Glock 21.
Hey, you fuddy duddy, you.
Hey,
God's
man, he
caliber.
went with the Honda Accord, man.
That's a good gun, man.
I went with the Ghetto Sled. Hell,
Yeah,
I didn't know
just-
nothing back then.
Hey, man, it's a pew, man. I'd rather
hell.
have that than nothing.
I wish I still had that gun today. I gave it to a buddy of mine. He gave it to a buddy of his. His buddy ended up shooting himself through the fucking femur with it. Had it tucked in next to a seat in his car.
Damn.
He was at the house and his son was doing something. He wouldn't get out and kind of roll the gun and right through the right thigh.
Damn.
Yeah, your seat's not a holster.
No.
Yeah. No,
I know a dude who got high on pills and he shot his nut off with a Heritage Rough Rider.
I don't even know how you do that because you have to both cock and drop the hammer.
You know what? I didn't ask. I just figured, it probably would be better that he not re-enter the gene pool. So
Well, technically, he still got one. So
I know, but I was kind of hoping that one had another accident. So
yeah, maybe it reduced him by half. Maybe he won't be so potent. Because
I don't know what this
they
gun
do
is.
be breeding.
An IWI Mazda. I'm gonna Google it.
Masada.
IWI.
That's a freaking killer pistol.
That was very recent then. Rebel's not been into handguns long.
Oh, that don't look too bad. It
The
looks
only
like a
one of
Ruger.
those, yeah, the only one of those for the original Masada that I have ever transferred, a dude won it off of a TFB TV drawing. Like I got to talk to James Reeves on the phone to handle the transfer.
Oh, that's
That's
cool as
cool.
hell.
That is cool.
He sounds exactly like he does. I mean, maybe even a little more professional. Like it was all, you could tell that like every time he calls a gun store, whoever recognizes him geeks out. And so I try to not be that guy, and you could tell that there was like apathy in his voice.
Nice.
Jess said his first was a 43X. Nice.
Dang, young pup. 43X is a good carry piece, man.
Dude, I'd
Are these
I'd
like
one.
Turkish or what are these IWIs? I never.
It's
heard of them.
Israeli weapon systems.
Is it really? Okay.
Israeli weapon IWI. I can't remember.
Israeli
Yeah.
Weapon Industries,
Yeah,
They don't
that's
look
it.
too bad,
I couldn't think of the word.
formerly IMI,
Yeah.
really.
when it was state owned.
What's the verdict on they? They all right or
Solid.
I've never.
From what I
tested
know, solid.
them. That's cool. They don't.
They
Look
make
too
a
bad.
lot of the Baby Eagle and all that stuff is like a CZ75 derivative. First they had the Jericho,
Oh yeah.
and then they invented the Desert Eagle and sold the rights off to Magnum Research.
Oh, shit.
And Twin said he had a buddy who shot himself in the hand with a 410 Derringer.
Oh my
Owie.
lord. Yeah, that would hurt.
Hell, my uncle, man, he put a damn 22 right through his forearm.
Oh, man.
Trying to one-hand a gun, walking a dog, and went to shoot something. The dog pulled the leash, and he put it right through his forearm.
Oh my god.
Of course, Jesse was probably legally blind at the time, so that didn't help none.
I know one guy that used to be, he was a retired cop, and years later, he'd gone four-wheeler riding, gotten muddy, came back to the house, pulled his gun out of the holster, dropped the mag, went to spitting the live ammo out of the magazine, got a phone call or his wife hollered at him or something, stepped away from the table, got distracted, came back, never racked the slide, went to go take the gun down, bam, shot his offhand pinky off.
Oh my god.
And then like a couple years later, shot his son in the shin with a ricochet.
Oh my god! Don't go to the range with this crazy dude.
God damn,
Well,
that's a cop for you.
He's since passed, but like he has shot or ricocheted like bank shot like half the men in his family. Like it was pretty incredible.
Woo, look at MSB is loaded. First handgun was a 1979 Colt 1911 government model Jam-O-Matic. 350 muffins, picked it up, another 350 into it at a gunsmith, and then after that it was good.
Dude, that's
That's
kind of
probably-
crazy for a Colt like that, because hell, my first gun purchase when I got everything squared away, I bought a Colt government 1991, 1993 Colt government model, and bought my wife a Fox double barrel side-by-side shotgun. And that Colt, it doesn't care what I feed it. I haven't found anything that'll make that gun jam yet.
Yeah, I need MSB to clarify, because I wonder if he bought that secondhand and somebody else had already either
mess with
like
tweaked
ref. Because the Colts, they continue to produce them. They're the only manufacturer to continually produce them, literally from 1911 to now.
Yeah,
and they always work out of the box.
I've never picked them up that hadn't. That's what I thought.
It's when people that rat fuck them.
Yeah, I have.
Maybe
tried.
somebody swapped a slide around or something.
Could be, man.
Yeah, who knows?
That gun of mine, man, I have tried to find the cheapest shit to try to get that gun to jam, and it just eats it. It just doesn't care.
Man, I tell you what, I've had the line for about 7 years on a Gold Cup 1911 the guy used to run comps with, and it's just sitting in this old man's basement, and I've hinted at it, and I've hinted at it. He has another, I think he has another like Ruger 1911, and it's decked out like it's a race gun, man. It's freaking sweet. And I've offered to buy his collection a couple times and sell it, and I keep a gun out of it. It wouldn't be the Gold Cup, because where I've looked that thing out on price, it's chilling at about $3,000 muffins. It's pretty slick, but if I was going to get a 1911, it'd probably be that one, man. That thing is badass as fuck.
That old Colt of mine, man, I'm eventually going to take that and just try to hot rod the shit out of it just to do it.
He said he bought it new. Shit, you had a Colt
saw
out of
that.
the box that didn't work? Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, now with it, if you said Kimber, I could completely believe that.
Dude, Kimber is going to go bankrupt, man. They have like released like 5 or 6 back-to-back pieces that are pieces of shit.
Well, Kimber will tell you right off the rip, man, you got to put at least 500 rounds through that gun to get it to run. And most people aren't going to stick 500 rounds through something just to get it to run.
Can't I just rack it 500 times?
You could. You definitely can.
Oh, you
It's,
can laugh,
it's
you can do all kinds of shit.
Yeah, the Kimber full-size guns, it's 200 rounds to break it in before you are supposed to go bet your life to it. But then they also say replace the recoil. They also say replace the recoil spring at 1,000.
Wow.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's so dumb.
Because I know good and well my Colt's probably got 5,000 rounds through it, and that gun has never jammed once, and I ain't replacing nothing on it.
Yeah, I think I'm seriously chilling at about 6,000 rounds on my Glock 23, and the only thing I've done is I've changed the recoil springs in it twice. That was just because I went with the better one, and then the upgraded one instead of the factory one. And then I did that ejector because I was having problems with it running, and I thought it was that comp barrel for a minute, and turns out my ejector was just weak. Other than that, man, which probably about 5,000 rounds, I should change that out, I think is what they recommend, right?
Yeah, I mean, 5,000 rounds is probably a good round count where you might have to change something.
Dude, that thing, I know when and it's just got blacked out sights on it right now because I tried to do that dovetail dot deal, and that was a miserable failure. But I just kept the blacked out suppressor height sights on it. But I know as soon as I pick that thing up that I'm gonna smack. My favorite thing is to shoot like these 6 gongs at 15 yards, and I know I'm gonna run them twice with that. I love that thing, dude. That thing is just solid. It fits my hand good. Like the finger grooves don't bug me at all. That gun just locks into my hand. I love that gun.
Dude, when you find a gun that fits your hand well, that's always just a beautiful thing.
It is.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons, man, I originally hated, which I still hate, a stock off-the-shelf Glock. But I couldn't stand them because the grip angle, and they felt boxy as hell on top of it. And I really and honestly couldn't shoot one. Now, with the Polymer 80s and shit I built, I've gotten used to that kind of boxy, but grip angle's different, and I can shoot those lights out, no problem.
Need to check out the Grit Grips GG19 frame.
Yeah, you're all about that Grit Grips, ain't you?
They're sick. Dude, I had a guy walk in off the street today that wanted some night sights put on a bear slide he'd put together. It was on a Grit Grips frame. We both like geeked out for a minute on that.
Oh yeah, man.
They feel amazing.
I'm pretty happy with just the Gen 4 stock stippling, man. I'm not crazy on it.
Dude,
It's
my
fine, but
wife
I'm saying
just
for people that want a quality piece,
yeah.
It's not a dagger. Like
Yeah.
My
I
wife
like
can
the
actually
dagger.
do some pretty good damn stippling work.
Yeah. Oh yeah, your wife's a gunsmith, isn't she?
Yeah, yeah. I got to get her a bunch of different stippling tips here shortly. That way she can kind of expand the groove. But yeah, she can do some hell of some work.
Yeah, Kimber's dropping in price though. Yeah. I tell you what though, the last Kimber that I shot that was worth a damn was ours. Got that K6, and that's that revolver. That thing's pretty sharp. That's a pretty nice little gun.
See, old man Butt Wrinkles knows where it's at. First pistol was a high point too. Only his was a C9.
Hey man, I don't think that's a bad gun to get a kid training on either, because then you get you don't have super duper nice stuff, and it's got some weight to it, so they kind of get.
Oh yeah, and
You know,
if you
figure
run
it
out
out.
of ammo, you can beat a Joker to death with it.
Yeah, like I mean, it's got good weight to it. It lets them get everything figured out. The trigger's not like gonna be a hair trigger. You don't have to worry about it. Like I've seen a couple guys out at the gun range teach their kids on it, and the old man's like, "Yep, we got him." I think they were a prepper group, and I had talked to them a little bit, but we didn't go too much further because they left. Because I wanted to shoot. We have an indoor pistol range, and I like to shoot with a light off with my weapon light, kind of simulate like at your house or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I was waiting for them to get finished up for that, because I'm not going to turn the lights out on somebody, But yeah, they were running the carbine and the pistol, and they're like, "Well, I guess these boys will be fine if they shoot from inside the house, and we're outside taking care of what we need to." I'm like, "Oh, you guys are getting set up, nice." You know what I
Nice.
mean? Yeah, I'll take a 10-year-old with a freaking couple high points. They know what they're doing, and they've had some practice behind it. That's deadly, bro.
Dude, I still want one of the high point carbines. Eventually, I'm going to have to break down and get it.
I almost have pulled the trigger so many times when they did that high tower, and they have those red whatever 20 rounders for it. That high tower, you just basically take it off and turn it into a bullpup.
Yeah.
I wanted one of those something fierce for a long time, and then I was like, "This is retarded. This is literally more than the carbine itself, and it's a bullpup with like a polymer trigger."
Dude, I've never really had my hands on a bullpup, man, but there's nothing in me that really makes me want to go try one.
Yeah, I got over it.
I mean, I understand the good points of them. Full barrel, short length weapon. The reloading in the armpit thing just kind of gets me. That
Come on, old man, you love it.
I've never heard anybody go, "Yeah, the trigger on that bullpup's so good." And I'm not a trigger snob, but everybody's got their limits.
Yeah. Bean Dog, what's up, buddy? Well, let's talk about this news. I want to talk about a couple things here.
Hit it, man.
some interesting things. U.S. consumers are rushing to buy as Trump tariffs fuel stockpiling, reports Vine. We got a wild fiend dog. Have you guys been buying anything pre-tariff to try and get ahead on it?
No, not really.
Not specifically for that purpose, but it was a contributing factor for me pulling the trigger on that Gideon red dot that I bought.
Yeah, I think, if you need like flashlights or like a dot that you want, now would be a decent time to pick it up. Like, even if you just wanted an extra one, like you found like a Holosun you like and you're going to get another MOS cut, like, wouldn't be a bad thing,
No, it definitely wouldn't be a bad thing, but I don't think most of the stuff with these tariffs are going to go as far as what people think.
I don't think so either.
It's so far, that Trump runs his mouth about it. Other countries run their mouth, and when it turns around, they don't want that heat.
Well, we are the
China's a little
biggest
different.
consumer in the world, so I mean, we have a lot of purchase power. That's what saves it. Medical supplies is what I'd be buying right now. Yes, and meat, protein. I think that you're about to start seeing the other shoe drop on the egg thing. I mean, we're importing, what did they say, 50 million eggs from Turkey right now a week?
That's because these jackasses made farmers in the United States go through and kill millions of birds in the last couple of years.
I know. What happens when the meat birds finally run out of stock that's chilling in freezers and stuff, and they're like, uh-oh, we ain't got no meat birds to butcher. We're going to have to wait a little bit because it's going to take a minute for these suckers to grow.
The chickens will bounce. The chickens will bounce back quicker than like pork or beef.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, yeah, but people are going to buy pork and beef in the meantime and knock that out.
I'm still going to get my chicken game back on here shortly.
Yeah, Muffin's going for it pretty hard this year. I got my permit to do it last year. I know I have to have a permit.
I was fixing to say, you got to have a permit.
I technically live in town. Stupid. Yeah, I know. I don't know. A lot of people around all these like little podunk towns around Nebraska where I live, you can just walk. I mean, you can go in this small town or that small town or even like a bigger town, and you can walk a few blocks and you'll see a couple groups with backyard chickens and solar panels. You know the type. So,
dude, when the Mexicans took over most of Columbus, or not most of Columbus, but most of some of the neighborhoods in Columbus, I don't think they got permits to get their chickens. They was walking through the Burger King parking lot.
Oh,
I ain't even joking.
Oh, my Lord. Justin B said he picked up a quarter cow a few days ago. Hey, man, that's a solid investment.
Sweet. Yeah, it is.
I tell you what, I am going to be doing some more dehydrating videos, and I wanted to can up a whole bunch of protein, like pressure can in it. So
yeah,
maybe I'll get in on that for some videos. But like pork loin's dirt cheap, and you can pressure can that. There's just been a couple sales on some ground beef, and since Muffin Top's deer season was abysmal, I actually had to purchase some beef. So,
dude, mine was horrid. In between my back screwing up and then losing all the movement in my right hand, dude, after November 20th, I didn't even step back in the woods this year.
Man, I tried so many times, and it just would not align. Joe Morgan, what's up, man? Good to see you.
What's up, brother Joe?
Survival in here?
I almost killed one of my chickens tonight.
You almost called him?
I've been there before.
Made him dinner, huh?
Just about. I opened the coop up to reach in there and get the eggs, and I caught one of them eating one of the eggs.
Oh, you got to kill it. You can't have an egg eater.
The trouble is I got 4 of them that look exactly the same, and shit. I couldn't tell which one it was.
You need to increase their calcium, bro.
I just ground up all those eggs that I freeze dried.
Yeah.
I ground up all those shells and I gave it to them, so they've got that.
Yeah. Did you have any piece that looked like a shell, or did you powder them?
No, I put it through a food processor.
Okay. Damn. Got an egg eater after you just.
They've been eating the eggs. It's just.
Oh no.
Just figuring out who's doing it.
Yeah, because it's one of the black ones.
That may be racist.
Uh huh.
Only if you're the
See,
black.
I caught it. See,
It's pattern recognition.
My coop has these tiny little doors on the backside, and that's where I pull the eggs out of. So I reached through there and I grabbed it by the neck real quick, but I couldn't like pull it through the door or anything.
Take your pocket knife, chop his fucking head off. That'll mark it for you.
It won't go to, well, it will go somewhere.
It's going to run around for a minute. It's going to freak the rest of them out for a second.
just sequester it in like a smaller cage outside of your chicken coop, and then when you're ready to have dinner, do the deed.
Yeah, man. For the weekend, like crock pot up that chicken, or do a boil on it. Make you a whole bunch of chicken broth and chicken in every pot, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You'll eat good all week off that bad boy. Make a whole bunch of different meals. Make some chicken tacos. Make some barbecue chicken. Have you some fried chicken pieces. Get you a nice couple of plump chicken breasts. Do some chicken parmesan, whatever, and then boil that carcass again. Make you some chicken noodle soup. It's a good weekend for that.
Yeah.
So getting on the news. So Colorado did pass that. Like it's signed, sealed, delivered.
Oh, yeah.
Did pass through the Senate, now to go through the House, and then
Yeah,
once it goes to the House, it's headed to the governor. From what I understand, now I think that's where it's sitting today. I wasn't able to watch it live, so when I came home, I watched the debate they had on it today, which will make you want to kick a fat puppy.
Are you in? You're not in Colorado, are you? You're in North Carolina.
No, I'm in Alabama.
Oh, you're in Alabama. Okay.
Yeah, I'm an Alabama stan. I just cover shit from around the country when I can cover it.
Yeah, that's good.
Come on, Muffin Top. You can't hear it in his accent.
I just thought that was being a man.
Well, technically, my accent is a mix of Alabama, Louisiana, Georgia. I didn't really pick up much of an accent in Washington State.
Just Southern.
Yeah, I've been all over.
You're just Southern.
Yeah, basically.
I was gonna say you don't sound like Yankee Marshall.
No, Jesus Christ, no. I'd have to damn blow my brains out.
That's good.
The video of him getting punched at the Antifa.
Old man,
rallies is
Old man Buttrinkle said,
I'm an ally.
I'm an ally.
That was man. I like lost at watching that.
You don't want an egg eater. They should be fine with whatever you're feeding them. If they cannibalize the eggs, there's a problem. There's a nutrient deficiency somewhere first, and then after that, you won't get them to quit eating the eggs because, like for us, they have a ton of fucking nutrients in them.
Yeah.
But they'll bust everybody else's nest up. You know what I mean? And that's
one thing.
That's not bueno.
Out of the what do we have? We had like 30-something birds at one time. We never had any egg eaters.
Damn.
Well, I'm thinking of building one of those.
The rats.
One of those egg drop things where they can't even get to them once they're laid. You know, it like rolls downhill a little bit and then goes underneath.
Mm-hmm. That's a decent idea.
Keep them clean and stop them from eating.
Do you got issues with snakes that eat your eggs? Like I'm in town, so I don't have to worry about like king snakes or like rat snakes or anything like that here. Like just gardeners, but they don't get big enough because Muffin Top annihilates them.
No, man, I had a beast of a rat snake in the coop. That joker was right at a little over 6 foot.
Yeah,
and damn near as big around as my wrist.
Dude, one of my MAG members got one. Not fucking shitting you. It was 9.5 foot long.
Good God.
Yeah, that's a good one. It was chilling in a dead tree, and I'm like, dude, you guys need to keep that alive. And then I seen him on a video. He threw it in his trash barrel and burned it. And I was like, oh man.
Oh, what did he do that for?
That thing was eating so many mice and other snakes for you, you don't even know.
Yeah. That's natural pest control.
Dude, that's the ones we don't kill. Where I hunt, we do not kill king snakes because they eat rattlesnakes, and we got outright hunt. So.
Oh yeah, dude. And you guys.
We see a big bastard going across the fucking road. We stop the truck and we let it go across the road.
I get a rattlesnake out of the road too, but
no, I'll kill that bitch.
I've gotten the only rattlesnake I've killed in the last little while was I posted a video about it. It was like last 4th of July. And he was right at me. He's at my mother and father-in-law's place, right next to a tree, right next to where everybody parks. Matter of fact, my wife had done walked past the snake a couple of times. And I got there, and she went to walk out the truck and meet me. And she turned around to walk, and I went, I'll be damned, that's a rattlesnake. I shot that joker dead in the face.
No, that's fine, old man Buttrinkle's cooking it and giving it back to him. Yeah, they can't recognize it's the eggs, so they can't cannibalize what they're, producing. That's fine.
Rip Curl, what's up, brother? How are you?
Yeah.
Good, man. How are you? 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 How are
What up, Rip Curl? Rip Curl, we got to get a chat going one of these days, brother.
Yeah, sure enough. Hey, I got a good chat coming this Thursday that I'm excited as fuck about.
What is it? Is it with
I got one of the authors, which he writes a lot of books, but the Galaxy's Edge series. Oh God, Forgotten Ruin. He writes a lot. Him and his guys write a lot of really, really solid books. But I got him to come on with me Thursday, which is going to be a freaking great interview.
Hell yeah!
And I don't do many interviews, but I had to break it all for him.
That's awesome, man. I dig
Yeah,
that.
it'll be a fun time. And him and his guys definitely sound like they'd fit in with the rest of us crazy mofos. So it ought to be fun.
Hell yeah! What do y'all think of Doge and all the audits they're doing? I like the IRS, dude. When they're paying people freaking till they're like 140, 150, 300 on one of them, paying some dude Social Security check till they're 300.
Dude,
Who's
I am
pocketing all
loving
that?
every second of what Doge is doing.
What up, Mojo? Yeah, we're staying warm, but it's cold as hell over here. It's like minus 25 at the wind chill right now.
Yeah, I'm loving every second of Doge, and it's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah. They actually closed something over here in Nebraska. It was an animal research clinic. I actually knew somebody working out there. It's all federal and everything like that. They were a scientist or some shit for the animals. But yeah, that got closed for part of their federal layoff deal. That was interesting. But like, not saying one way or the other against that. Like, sucks for them, but they're loaded. They have enough money. Yeah,
dude. Let's face it. To a point, a lot of these government employees can deal with what everybody else has dealt with, like shutting their businesses down for COVID and all the other horse crap. They can get them some of what everyday Americans dealt with.
I really like what they're doing. I know they have like a running tool on X, and I don't know if anybody has that right offhand, but
hold on, let me see what
they are saving us tax dollars a lot of money.
Oh, it's massive amounts. But see, these Democrats are crying about this because if you look at a lot of those donations from USAID are getting funneled back to the Democrat Party.
Oh yeah, that's just going in their pockets. There's no way they can be making say $500,000 a year, and they're worth all of a sudden they're worth 1.6 trillion.
No,
they're doing crooked shit in the side.
not to mention the fact USAID was funding. They were a big funder of Black Lives Matter. They were just funding Black Lives Matter just to cause bullshit to happen. It wasn't because they believe in the cause. They wanted civil unrest.
Right. Yeah, I see a lot of things. What's up, Sophia B? There's a whole bunch of the leftist violence rhetoric is really picking up because the last 2-3 weeks, like hardcore. I know Backwoods has covered it. Mac, it is. The problem is we all talk the talk and walk the walk, but in reality, we're small, minute communities down to our tribe, mag, whatever you want to call it, / families. If you don't have that, these people are actively going to protest. They have communications lined up. They're organized more than we are. That's the problem, and they've been getting real good at it with all their protests and burning down cities the last few years. And you get some of the red lines in the Nazi symbolism. The brown shirts. You get the red shirts that actually do the violence, and I think they are probably bad actors from other countries that have some military experience. So when you get a gaggling bunch of useless idiots that you can melt back into after you do a violent crime, that little veil where you can disappear into becomes really valuable.
Oh yeah, it does.
So keep an eye out for that.
Oh, there's a lot more of that coming.
We might all get a dividend check for all the money that Doge has saved, is what I saw. Yeah, I've heard a couple articles about that, but I haven't seen anything set in stone. That would be cool.
Yeah. Now, I haven't seen anything set in stone, but I've heard a couple people talking about it. They were talking about If they did it up to date today, it'd be like $700 per taxpayer or something.
I mean, I like that. I just
Which
like it
I can
to
dig
actually go towards our country opposed to everywhere else. I'd be okay with it if our grid was like look. I don't know if you guys have seen China's infrastructure. They don't have telephone poles holding fucking wires above ground. All their shit's underground, so they don't have to worry about it falling over in storms and earthquakes and shit. Why are we not doing that? You know how many extra fires and people dying from power outages and shit that shouldn't happen?
Well,
in
the answer is we're run by a bunch of retards.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like if our tax dollars were actually going for that, we'd be a lot better off. If
But
our roads didn't blow dick, which is state, yeah, I understand, but that's what our tax dollars should be going for is communal shit, not in rich fat bastards' pockets.
Well, we definitely shouldn't be paying for gender studies in Pakistan or gender affirming care in whatever BFE country.
Yeah, we don't need to be changing the sex of a fucking dill pickle, okay? They don't need
Yeah.
You know as well as Coop, you know as well as I do, that may be what that money is allocated for, but that's not what it actually goes to.
Oh no, the vast majority of that, no, it ain't going towards that.
That's the problem.
That's what the check gets cut for, but then part of that makes its way back into some Democrats' pocket.
Oh, I
it
know that.
definitely does.
And even some Republicans, like I understand that that's just an extra divide point for us, but I'm sorry. I know they do. Oh man, this nail cost $55 a pop, or this toilet seat was $5,000. I know where they write it all off, and it's bullshit. But damn, as long as the fucking job gets done, would be nice if the job would actually fucking get done.
Yeah, dude, I've said plenty of times there are just as many Republicans that are sweating bullets over Doge as a lot of these big Democrats.
Yeah, if you pull up the most popular Google searches in Washington right now, it is offshore accounts.
Yeah,
it is how to transfer money to this, that, and the other bank. It is like lawyers, financial lawyers, and then other shit like that. Like, they all are in the dirt, and they all know they've been doing some wrong shit.
The amount of houses that are for sale in the DC area right now has exploded.
Oh yeah, it's
because
really
that tap's getting shut off. Hopefully, it stays shut off.
Old Man Butt Wrinkle says, in many parts of northern Michigan, the power is run underground. They have had problems with groundhogs chewing the wires. Yeah. That is a problem. They need to be properly shielded, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's better than in Michigan when you guys get the ice storms with your, you get your lake effect snow and stuff like that. So you have even more moisture. That ice snaps power lines all the time here. It's just it's so much weight they can take. I mean, roughly after 3/8 inch ice, you're probably 40% accurate to start breaking. Half-inch ice, you're pretty much 60 to 75%. You're going to break the lines. I mean, it's just so much weight,
Down here, it's just storms. I mean, these storms, they'll knock trees over constantly that are taking out power lines.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Just crazy. I just wish that shit would get straightened out. What do you all think about them? They're going to audit the Federal Reserve, the gold reserve. Hasn't been open theoretically in 50 years.
I think they're going to find a whole lot of cobwebs.
I think they probably sold some of that in some back action shit that we don't know about. And I guarantee the quality of gold that we may have in there is not what we've been claiming it is. Like, oh, our stuff is super refined, super clean, pure, the best bricks. I bet we got some dirty shit we jacked in a couple wars ago. Like we just took some of their shit. You know what I mean? We got some. Yeah. We might have some of Osama bin Laden's shitty fucking bricks that got melted down over there in some dude's fire pit.
Yeah, I don't think if they do it, because something was said like Elon wants to live stream it.
Yeah, so that we, there's no, they can't say, oh, it was edited or whatever. It's really fucking hard to fake a live stream, right? So that would be like almost irrefutable or whatever, proof,
irrefutable.
Whatever word.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm retarded.
DB Cooper, what's up, bro?
The other White Coop, how you doing, brother? I get you two confused so bad.
Oh man, don't soil his reputation like that.
Thanks for swinging in this way. Alternate coop. Yeah, Sophia B. I'm thinking it's going to be pretty light. There might be some stuff in there, but I'm betting it's pretty light. I think the live stream is a really good idea. So that way you can't place blame, and one side or the other can't yell wolf. And
Yeah, I mean, you know, some people are gonna, but still,
I'm betting if he wants to live stream it, he knows, and he wants to show the American public, and that'll wake him up. And I bet they will not let him live stream it.
yeah, I think he's got a really good idea.
That is a great idea.
That's probably why we just bought all that gold from London in the last couple of weeks.
Dude, I don't know if
Good
you
deal.
guys are in on precious metal, but if you try to buy stuff online right now, you cannot get any minted or rounds coins because the demand is like 647, like absolutely crazy percentage on people buying physical precious metals right now. Like you can't mint it anywhere. You can't buy it anywhere.
No, you get some sleep.
It's crazy.
Think of the tailspin that would put the market in if they live streamed that and cracked that door open and there wasn't anything in there.
Oh yeah, that might legit freaking, like, I could see some shit out in the street. Like, yeah,
We're the reserve currency, so if they opened up Fort Knox and there wasn't jack shit in there but cobwebs and IOUs, we'd be in bad shape.
well, we are not gold back, and there's a reason why they took us off of that. And I think way back, who was that? Damn,
Nixon.
thank you.
That was Nixon.
Yeah,
Was it Nixon
took
that
us
got
off.
us
Took us off. I thought it was Kennedy for some reason.
No,
Took us off the gold standard. I think they knew then that we had not the amount that we said.
It's highly possible.
And I don't know if you've noticed, but every war we've been into, we stroll into the king's castle, and we take the treasure chest when we leave. And I think we had been trying to recoup that.
That's all of human history.
I know. But
what we've done in the last 2.5 decades is we've toppled every nation that wasn't dealing in U.S. dollars.
Yeah, and we gave them dollars, and we took the good shit, which is leading into another news article. Really smart move on Trump. Basically, it's open-ended, right? If Ukraine wants help from us and NATO, he said both. Really smart. That we get how did he put it? I think precious resources or certain
basically mineral rights.
Right. And we could keep going with that. And I don't know if you've ever bought a property where you don't own the mineral rights, which is pretty much every plot of land you buy. You really don't have the mineral rights. You don't have the water rights or anything like that on land that you buy anymore, which is bullshit. Because if you buy the land, you should get everything within it.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
You don't own airspace above 100 feet above your land, and you don't own what's under the ground on your land, which is bullshit. But yeah, that is very interesting, and old Zelensky is not on board for that shit one bit, bro.
Yeah, he backed out of that deal.
Oh yeah, because he already knows that's where their wealth's gonna be. Like after we cut off this freaking honey hole, I mean, we've been giving him the comb and all out of our freaking bee box, right? Like he has been eating fat and happy for a minute. So we get the mineral rights on top of they have to pay back in deficit a percentage every year of what we paid them, right? Is how I understand it. We will bleed that retard dry. And for good riddance, because that's our money for our country. It's not for his fucking country. And it's not his country either. I don't even know. They should have, of course, if they end the war, he's no longer wartime power. So then they have to have their election that got postponed too, right? I bet that bitch is gone.
Yep.
He so does not want to have another election.
He is toast, bro. He knows he's on borrowed time, and he's trying to squirrel away every last freaking dollar.
Yeah, he's the last thing he wants to do is have an election.
Oh yeah, he'll be smoked, bro.
You can't tell me some of the billions of dollars, the $100 billion they can't even account for. You can't tell me ain't in his pockets and then filtered back to a lot of the politicians here in the States.
Christina Moore, what's up? Dillman Don, what's up? Sorry, I'm seeing Don BDG. How you doing from Alaska, brother? It might be warmer in Alaska than it is in Nebraska. That's fucked up. Let's check this out. So here, a few years back, there was some info. 600 cargo planes full of gold was brought back from the Vatican. Yeah, I fucking don't doubt that. Honestly, I don't doubt that at all. I think that Doge is probably the fastest thing I've ever seen in positive change in this country in my entire life, and that's not saying much since I'm only in my 30s, but it's amazing to see. What do you think, Pat and Fiendog and Lawfully, y'all creeping, lurking fools that ain't saying nothing?
I'm saying I got my word in.
Get a word in right now, son.
A word.
You're such a fuckerhead.
Well, I'm over here running your chat.
I appreciate that. You're doing a great job.
They've stolen our credit card information and our Social Security, and they're going to run amok on us. That's what they're doing.
Could be. Yeah, Slideshow Bob, we have increased our precious metal, particularly gold, purchase. Yes. But they've been doing the same thing. Russia and China have been doing the same thing because their first package is oil, right? Petroleum products. And then their second backing is precious metals. So they've also been doing the same thing.
What's platinum up to right now?
I don't know. The problem with platinum is like it doesn't have as many uses as silver and gold. Like gold's in pretty much all the electronics, and silver's in all of the solar panels and medical equipment. So like all your instruments and stuff you use at the hospital, like your butt scoper for when you go get your butthole looked at, like all your really big important medical tools, they're all like basically coated in silver because it's like super sanitary, you know. And it's the easiest thing to clean. It's in a lot of higher end electronics because silver is a really good conductor.
It's in all the it's the main component that they coat all the contacts in our electrical contactors in the industrial commercial field with too.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is the
All
most
motor control stations are in it.
Yeah. It honestly, silver should be set way higher because of its actual practical uses over gold. Gold's a shit conductor compared to silver.
Don't start.
All I see is the internet memes. Oh, BV Illuminous. Hey, what's up, BV? There's a lot of memes, man. That is for sure.
You did a late night chat last night, huh?
Dude, yeah, we did. Muffin Top ain't sleeping very good.
I was sound asleep when you went on.
I got my new Brooks shoes in. Oh, I had them for about a week. I haven't busted them out of the box yet. But I put them on. They felt so good. And I got on the treadmill and started walking.
Indigestion or are you pregnant?
No, I just
Both.
ate like shit all weekend and ate a bunch of cookies. My wife was keeping the house warm, making shit I can't eat on my diet.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like
we are butthurt at Caps Lock here. I love Caps Lock. What are you talking about?
He's just shoving cookies in his face, walking
I
on the treadmill.
was, man. I was out there freaking freezing my ass off, swapping batteries out on my coat and moving snow and sweating my ball sack off. And I came in, I'm like, I probably earned a handful of these and shoved them in my mouth and kept going. Like, it wasn't good for you. BB Luminous, thanks for swinging this way, bro.
Yeah, in between everything and the holidays, man, freaking being messed up, not being out doing shit. Yeah, I packed on another 25 pounds at least.
Sheesh. Poop, my man. Got hop on that treadmill with me, baby.
I'm pushing almost 30 pounds lost in the last 30 days.
Good deal, man.
Good
I'll
job.
get that checked out. You don't have a tapeworm, do you?
Where do you
If
buy
you
one
do,
of
can
these
you spare
tapeworms?
one? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take 2.
They sell them. You can buy them
Yeah, I
on
know.
eBay.
Yeah, and then a little pill.
I'm just not
India's
sitting on the couch
finest.
drinking beer all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my issue. Beer is
DMT
dumb.
gets his a-hole looked at regularly. No, thank you.
You know, that month I was off of work, man, I packed it on.
Oh yeah. Well, let's get another wild fiend dog homie in here.
I've been I haven't been like eating coffee break or lunch. I've been drinking protein shakes for them.
That's
Yeah.
good for you.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Muffin Top, you're going to have to get Coldfoot to fix the games for you. It won't let me wager more than 1,000.
Is that right? Okay.
I want to move into the high rollers room and start gambling my muffins.
Yeah, and your Bake Off keeps ripping me off whenever I bet big on it too. I don't get it.
We have
You
messed
sound-
with
You
it.
sound
We
like
cannot-
Kowloon.
Yeah, you do. We cannot set the rates better than what they are right now. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, like, if for some reason it won't let me do 2,000. It'll let me do 1,000.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know.
No, that's why I said Coldfoot. I didn't expect you to know. I
It's just a-
put in a ticket. I'm not asking you to be IT.
All right. Coldfoot will be brought to his attention.
All of a sudden, Muffin sounds like the owner of the casino. Well, the games are fair.
You don't even want to know how many muffins I got because I get everything that everybody loses. So
I told you it was rigged.
I have a shitload of muffins. I try to give them out every time I think about it. I put like 2,000 or 3,000 in.
He's the Harvey Weinstein of muffins.
And every time I do that, Kowloon loses all of his muffins, so I quit playing it. So that way you guys make something.
Kind of looks like Harvey Weinstein.
Oh, that's below the belt.
Damn.
Fucking fiend dog. Sideshow Bob, I sent you an invite to the chat, my dude. This will be your Muffin Top debut.
Are you saying that you've gazed upon the face of Tactical Muffin Top?
Yeah, I know what he looks like.
There's only a few that have gazed upon this.
From the belly button down?
I was starstruck.
It's a starstruck. I'm honored. Thank you. Man, YouTube is so slow. Like, I literally see the chat better on my muffins thing than I do.
Did he promise that he was going to make you a star?
He did. That I laughed at his micro penis.
No, I was going to say, was there a couch involved?
Guys, it's called a
He
cast.
said, "Come here and make the tequila worm. I'll make you a star."
I got the pepper. You know,
It wasn't a couch, but it did involve a bus, though.
Oh, well.
bang bus, huh? Nice.
Short bus?
Yeah. His bang
Hey.
bus is a short bus.
Hey, man, that's just convenient for making turns. Okay, there ain't nothing wrong with that. He said, "High rollers room." Yeah, there you go.
You really are behind, man.
Dude,
You need to just pop open a separate window and pull your chat up on YouTube because I'm
I
running
am.
split
That's
screen.
what I'm
and-
doing right fucking now. I'm looking at my other screen, ignoring you bastards. But you keep interrupting me reading. It takes a lot to read. Over
Yeah.
Baby Luminous said the central heat is at 76. It's 75 right now. Well, I mean, it depends on where your cycle is at. And it will overshoot about 3 to 4 degrees depending on how you have your thermostat set, which is something you can't do. It's an HVAC tech's job to do that. But you will overshoot. You'll make it, buddy. Of course, depending on the cold, I don't know where you're at, BB Luminous, but it might be struggling to keep up, and a lot of people are having that problem. Muffin Top has fixed a bunch of furnaces this week.
I imagine so, man.
Justin B says he always gets fucked at the Bake Off, though. That's why he quit betting over 25 most of the time. That's funny. Justin B, I need to get. I don't know if I can get you in here or not. It's been a minute since we had Justin B in here.
Kipper Gang.
Hashtag Kipper Gang. How you doing, Slideshow Bob? This is your Muffin Top debut, bro. How you doing?
Doing very well. How are you all?
Oh yeah.
Good deal.
Are you still representing the full family, the full Fiend Dog family?
No, we got Fiend Dog sick and sent him home.
Damn it.
Yeah, you bastards. My nose has been running all day because of you.
That's what you get. That's what you get for falling asleep during my chat.
You gotta not be
you
kissing
know.
your cousins. nephews.
Wow. No, you got to do that. Alabama in here knows what's up.
Hey,
Yeah,
look,
he does.
she was a second cousin. Those don't
Oh
count.
my! Oh, I think they do.
Coop, do you jam with that white barbecue sauce?
White barbecue sauce.
White
No,
barbecue
man,
sauce is good.
not a white barbecue sauce, man.
What the fuck is white barbecue sauce?
Carolina gold sauce or that Carolina white sauce stuff is good.
I never heard of that, but I like
Muffin
it.
top, it's mayo based. It looks like ranch dressing in a jar.
Yeah.
It's basically mayo and white distilled vinegar with garlic and some black
Lots
pepper.
of black pepper.
Y'all are
It's
just
different.
y'all are just what you. It's garlic parmesan's basically what you guys are just saying right now.
It goes really good with pulled pork.
What?
I think I've
Blasphemy.
only tried it one time, but now I'm more of a yellow sauce kind of guy.
Oh, he's a gold sauce guy. Ooh, yeah.
Northeast Oklahoma. It's because of the temp. Yeah, it's probably gonna have some troubles keeping up, man. Ketchup, Justin B says the blasphemy. What the fuck? Oh my lord. Crash and Kev says hashtag Kipper Gang. That's what's up, Crash and Kev. How you doing, buddy? Ketchup. Fucking Justin B. Jesus. Oh man.
Hey, ketchup's gonna be a hot
Northeast
commodity when it hits the fan, man.
Yeah. All that long port's gonna need something to help choke it down, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
I hear
what
if you
the white
turn it
sauce
nice
is.
and
choking.
slow, you know.
The white sauce
I
goes
live-
good with the white pork.
Speaking of choking, I live to tell the tale. Last night when you were doing your walking chat, I ate one of those muffins I baked. Had my mic muted,
Uh-huh.
and I unwrapped it, ate it bottom first, and it didn't quite make it around the turn. I thought I was gonna die. I had tears coming out. But finally, I worked it down.
Proud of you. I mean, don't go so crazy next time, but proud of you.
Needed a swig of milk.
Yeah. Muffins are pretty good.
Cornbread muffins are good. Regular muffins kind of, yeah.
Oh man, no way. Blueberry and chocolate chip, man.
That's kind of gay.
No. Get the fuck out of
Look,
here.
I'll roll the blueberry.
Oh yeah.
I'm more of a
Cornbread.
blueberry than chocolate chip.
Yeah.
Blueberry and chocolate chip. That is pretty gay.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, if you mix
Cornbread
those.
warmed up with a piece of butter in the middle of it. Ooh, yeah.
Dude, that and a pot of beans.
Mm. Yeah, cornbread with some beans, man, it's pretty good. Y'all making me hungry. Quit it.
Dude, you take a deer neck, cut that joker down, slow cook it, throw a bunch of beans on top of it, and throw some cornbread in there with it. Oh man.
No way, man. You're ruining it. You just roll it up and cube it up, and then you just make stew with it. It's the best stew meat you'll ever have. It's so tender.
Oh, it's definitely good for stews too.
Oh yeah. Especially you get a nice young buck, 3 or 4 years old, in the rut. That's going to be the most tender freaking meat you ever had in your life.
No, that neck will definitely be blown up.
Oh yeah.
Talking about beans, you need some of that hog's jowl and
Hog's jowling. What the fuck is jowling?
That's the cheeks, isn't
hog's
it?
jowl.
Jowl, yeah.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Or the
Yeah,
ham
that's supposed to
hocks.
be the best.
Mm.
Hang on, guys. I got to put you on mute real quick. Talk amongst yourselves.
I heard cheek meat is some of the best meat you can have on a pig.
It is. It is. Dude, the ones that I've done whole on a big grill, shit, cooking that pig, damn, I know 14 hours. You can reach underneath the hide and pull a whole fistful of cheek meat out, and that is some
Hey
of the
guys,
best
I
meat.
got to bail. I got to go pull somebody out of my grandma's driveway.
All right, well, go pull them out, man. I'll tell you what, I'm going to bail too.
All right.
Good live.
All right.
I'll fire this back up if I can. If not, oh well.
You guys be cool, man. We'll catch you after a while.
Hell yeah.
Later.
Pat, you want to take over, keep it running on your side?
Lawfully, go live.
Yeah, one of y'all. I'll listen to you.
Oh, Pat needs to do it. He needs it.
Y'all need it. Y'all sexy. Thanks
I did
for
a
allowing me.
5-hour live earlier this week.